From the initial contact to sending the finished product out of the door, sales departments serve as the core of the customer servicing system. Aveeros Sales Management System provides many functionalities like order inquiry, order status, scheduling details, real-time finished goods inventory, delivery notes, invoicing, and much more. In this video, I will walk you through the basic order processing workflow. Let's assume that we have received an order of 200 mayo chicken sandwiches. We need to deliver 100 sandwiches on the 29th of this month and remaining 100 sandwiches on the 30th of this month. In the coming videos, we will also see the procurement of raw materials for this order. The title of the video is Procurement Management. Another video titled Production Management explains the manufacturing of these mayo chicken sandwiches batch according to the controlled recipe. Later, we will also see the impact of financial entries along with the orientation of accounts and finance module of Aveeros in the video with the title Accounting and Finance Management System. Now coming back to the agenda, even though Aveeros facilitates and automates working of many departments such as the Accounts and Finance Department, Production and Manufacturing Department, Stores Department, Commercial Department, Quality Control Department, Admin Department, MIS Department, Engineering Department, Sales Department, and Operations Department. But in order to process the ordering workflows, we will see the interdepartmental working of Sales Department, Operations Department, and Accounts and Finance Department. All the departments within Aveeros are seamlessly integrated and follow a structural pattern for workflows execution according to the best manufacturing practices. Every document is linked to the associated documentation and can be backtracked at any time, hence making the system-related auditing very easy. In order to process the order of mayo chicken sandwiches that we are using as an example, there are 6 order processing steps. Step 1 is the inquiry processing. This step records the potential order request from the time of receipt until an order is placed. This step also records different terms like price, payment mode, delivery time, etc. The second step is order processing. Once inquiry is matured, it is converted into a formal order for further processing. The third step is delivery scheduling. Here, multiple delivery schedules can be entered as per the customer requirements and manufacturing delivery capabilities. The fourth step is delivery processing. This step involves a lot of working components like delivery note creation, packing list creation, dispatch note creation, and much more. The fifth step is invoicing processing. Client is informed regarding the sum that is due in exchange of goods sold and delivered to him or her. The sixth and the final step is financial processing. This step involves recording of invoice and accounts receivable section by the accounts team. We will be discussing the details of this step in a separate video, which is specifically tailored to discuss the accounts and finance system. The scope of this video covers a workflow that sales department initiates and progressively processes to deliver the finished products to the client. The goal is that before proceeding to actual software screens, develop an understanding of activities that we will be performing by using different departmental user roles. In this demo, we are assuming that after pre-sales activities, sales department has been able to generate an inquiry. This feature records the complete communication with prospective clients and also serves as predictive pipeline forecasting tool. Next stage will be the inquiry maturity into sales order. The sales order contains all relevant product or products information as per the customer's request and requirements. After order processing, we will see delivery schedule generation. There could be multiple delivery schedules for the same order. Delivery schedule within Aveeros also supports multiple breakups. The circular arrow here represents the recursive processing. The subsequent activity is payment confirmation. Upon payment confirmation, operations departments can generate the delivery note. System automatically checks for the payment confirmation and only allows further processing if it finds the green flag. Dispatch note and order packaging are also generated by the operations department. After the confirmation, sales can also generate the sales invoice, and afterwards the accounts department gets notified to proceed with GL entries and accounts receivable invoice generation. We will now be shifting to the software screens. The workflow execution will be the same as discussed within this diagram.
So as you can see, this is the software screen. We will log in from the sales manager's credentials. Let's assume that we have received an inquiry. So in order to look for that inquiry, I will go in the customer inquiry section and click on the generate customer inquiry button, and when I will do that, system will navigate me to the offer inquiry form. Over here all the data has been pre-populated by our team in order to save time. So over here you can see that the customer name will be selected, which in our case is International Foods, and all the data related to the International Foods customer has already been populated in the accounts receivable module of the software, and this module is picking the data from there. After that you can see that we have created the field of region, and over here the region selected is center. Other regions can also include north and south. And then the inquiry form number, customer inquiry form number is over here. The date is over here. Contacted to, the one who contacted us, and contacted by the sales manager. In our case the name of the sales manager is sales manager, but whatever name the user will select over here will be populated over here. Then there is this mode of offer, the mode through which the customer has contacted us, and then the overdue amount, the amount that the customer owes us, and the credit limit is 60 in days, which means that the customer has to pay within 60 days. Then there are remarks over here added regarding the inquiry. In our case it is 200 mayo chicken sandwiches are required by the 16th of April. And then the product will be chosen over here, and the pack size will be chosen over here. So as you can see, the product name is mayo chicken sandwich, the quantity is 200, as discussed earlier that we have to create a batch of 200 mayo chicken sandwiches. The pack size is 1 into 1, which means that one pack will have one sandwich in it. The price set is 230 rupees. The required date by the customer is 16th April. And two additional fields, counter bid and customer engagement, have also been given, and the total value is 46,000 of this order. So when I will click on the submit button, the offer inquiry will be generated successfully. Now we'll go back on the dashboard, and over here you can see that there is an intimation regarding this order. So basically the sales manager has now to approve this order. So he will click on the offer number over here, and he will be navigated to the offer inquiry detail form. Over here he will verify all the details, including the last updated on, customer name, customer inquiry from, date, mode of offer, credit limit, etc. And after verifying all the details, he will either have the provision of either cancelling the order or generate the order. So in our case we will assume that the order will be generated. So in order to do that, I will click on the generate order button, and as a result we will be taken to the order form. Over here you can see that the customer name is given, the customer inquiry form number is given, the date, order date is given, and the sales manager has only need to enter the customer PO number and the date and verify the details, the quantity required, the pack size, the current rate, and the date required. And after verifying all the details, he will click on the submit button, and as a result the order will be generated and an order ID will be assigned to it, which in our case is 1. Now we will go back to the home screen, and over here you can see that there is an intimation in the current activity section, which is basically a pending order, and this is an order basically which is in progress. So when I will click on the order number, as a result I will be taken to the order status form. Over here you can see that the customer name is given, the order number is given, the purchase order number is given. Then the order details are given, in which it is written that the product name is mayo chicken sandwich, the date required for the order is 16th, total quantity required is 200, and the pack size is 1 by 1, which means that one sandwich should be in one pack, and the payment received is of all the 200 sandwiches. The payment balance is 0, and the current rate of each sandwich is 230. Then over here it is written that how many sandwiches are to be dispatched. There are 200. How many are dispatched? There are 0. And ultimately how many are remaining to be dispatched? There are 200 remaining. Then as we discussed earlier, the order was basically of 200 mayo chicken sandwiches, but in 2 batches of 100 sandwiches each. Therefore over here you can see that the 200 quantity mayo chicken sandwiches are divided into 2 batches of 100 sandwiches each. The first batch is required on the 16th, and the second batch of 100 sandwiches is required on the 17th. And for both the batches, the payment terms are secured. So now we need to generate a delivery note document in order for the store department to dispatch the batch of 100 mayo chicken sandwiches to the customer. So in order to do that, we will log out from the sales manager's ID, and we will log in from the store manager's credentials, as you can see over here. And when I will log in, I will be taken to the dashboard of the store manager, and over here you can see that there is an intimation saying that generate a delivery note for the customer, which is International Foods in our case. So when I will click on the order number, I will be taken to the order status form. Over here you can see that all the details are given, and the product name is Mayo Chicken Sandwiches, the customer name is International Foods. All the details will be verified by the store manager, and over here the store manager has the option to choose which batch he wants to dispatch, either the one that is to be delivered on the 17th or the one to be delivered on the 16th. So obviously we will choose the one that is to be delivered on the earlier date, which is the 16th. Once I choose this batch, ultimately I will click on the generate delivery note button, and when I will do that, I will be taken to the delivery note form. Over here you can see that the customer name is given, his all details are given, delivery note number is given, order date number is given, and I can also add in remarks and stored conditions over here. Delivery note date is also given. Then the product's name is given, the pack size is given, the batch number which we basically assigned to this batch of 100 Mayo Chicken Sandwiches, which we assigned was 0012, and the quantity 100 Mayo Chicken Sandwiches, and multiple batches can also be added over here. And once all the details have been verified properly, the store manager will click on the submit button, and as a result the delivery note will be generated for one product, and the delivery note number is 1. Now you can see that there is an intimation which you can see over here in the current activities, which is generate material issue note for dispatch, so that the store manager issues the material for dispatch. So when he will click on the delivery note number, he will be taken to the generate material issue note for dispatch. Through this, the store manager will dispatch the 100 Mayo Chicken Sandwiches. So over here you can see that all the details are given regarding this issue note, the material issue note number, the date, the division, project code, issuance department, etc. All these details are given. Then the store manager will verify the details, including the item type, which is finished goods in our case, because Mayo Chicken Sandwiches are basically a finished good. The material is Mayo Chicken Sandwiches, the code, then the unit is number, the quantity is 100, and ultimately after verifying all the details, he will click on the submit button, and as a result material issue note will be generated successfully, and a document number will be assigned to it. Now we will log in from the sales manager's credentials in order to generate the sales invoice. So as you can see, I've entered the credentials, and now when I will click on the login button, I will be taken to the sales manager's dashboard, and over here you can see that there's an intimation under the current activities called the generate invoice. So when I will click on the delivery note number, I will be taken to the delivery note details form. Over here I will verify all the details, and once I've verified all the details, including the customer name, head office address, etc., and the product name, the batch number, the quantity, I will click on the generate invoice button, and I will be taken to the invoice form. Over here you can see that all the details are given, including the name, address, indent number, order number, DN number, invoice date. And once I verified all the details, including the product's name, quantity, pack size, current rate, total, I will click on the submit button, and as a result the customer's invoice has been saved and an invoice number has been assigned to it, which in our case is 1. Now after going back on the dashboard, you can see that there is another intimation which was there before, known as the order management, and this is basically the in progress orders. So when I will click on this order number, you can see that the order status form has been updated a bit, and the things that are changed over here are the following. Starting from the first batch of 100 Mayo Chicken Sandwiches that we have delivered, so we can't select it anymore. And also you can see that the quantity dispatchable was before it was 200, but now it's 100. Why? Because 200 were required and 100 have been dispatched, so the remaining dispatchable amount remains at 100. And also you can see that there are two icons over here which are basically two documents. One is the delivery note document and the other is the invoice. So when I will click on the delivery note document, I will be taken to the delivery note details document, and when I will go back and click on the document, I will be taken to the invoice details document. The sales manager has done his work, and this basically completes our sales process. Kindly note that every department has a lot of tools and functionalities to cater to their daily chores, but to keep things simple, we have limited our scope of the demo to straightforward and simple situations. To find out more or to discuss further details, please contact us via our website www.aveeros.com. Thank you and have a good day.